Hi everyone, we are having EG.Maelk from Team EG, and this is the second day of the group stage, the international in Seattle. A few quick words on your games you played today and yesterday.
It's a lot of mixed feelings because we have played some really bad games where we look like complete pop noobs, and then we played some really good games where we've basically stomped the enemy. So I bet for anyone watching us play, it's like watching two different teams. One game we can be the biggest noobs on the planet, and the next game we can be...
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. So it's mixed feelings. We shouldn't have lost to AL the way we did, but it happens, and now we gotta get back on the horse. And
you have the last game for today, and that's going to be the game versus
M5.
Yeah, M5. Currently, this is outside of your group, and should you beat them, you still have a chances to be the top 4, right?
Yeah, we have 4 points right now, and if we do beat M5 2-0, we are still in the run.
That's nice. I've heard that you have been bootcamping in Europe. Is it true? And how long have you been bootcamping?
We have been bootcamping in Denmark, actually, where I'm from, and we've been bootcamping since August 1st, more or less. But I've been away for a week because of bad health.
Did you prepare any special tactics like cheese, if there is some thing like that exists in Dota 2?
I wouldn't say cheese tactics. I think we just tried to get our playstyle down and then realize that all teams have their own playstyle and they can pick a lot of different heroes to go well with that playstyle. We do have some strategies, but right now we're focusing on just winning each and every game without trying to cheese too much.
You watched some games that Asian teams and European teams played, and can you say that you were impressed by some games or some picks, strategies and things like that?
I think from the games I've seen and played against LGD, they seem to be on a completely different level from all the other teams. IG is really good, but LG's team play and coordination and discipline is the best I've seen so far. It reminds me of eHome 2010, basically. They're really good, and I'm yet to see who should be able to beat them. I don't think even IG can.
Being such an experienced player, you played Dota 1 for a long time and playing Dota 2. How could you compare these games? And especially, how would you compare the development of the Dota 2 compared to the first international back in August last year?
Well, looking back at TI1, it's obvious how bad all the teams were, basically. You just saw these teams pick 5 heroes and hope that it worked. There was no real strategies, and people really sucked compared to what they do now. The timing is much better from all the teams today, and with the development of Dota 2 and what Valve has done, it's a tremendous amount of work. And I think I talked to some of the Chinese players who's used to play Dota 1, and they all told me they prefer to play Dota 2 now.
Yeah, I was interviewing Chuan, and he told me that there is less mistakes that you need to do in Dota 2 in order to win. That Dota 1 allowed some mistakes that you still perform but still carry the game, and Dota 2 is harder. Do you think is it true to say so?
Yeah, I can't put my finger on it. I'm not exactly sure why that is, but I can definitely relate to where he's coming from. Even the smallest things can mean that you're gonna lose the game no matter. If your opponent doesn't make similar mistakes, you're going to lose the game.
Okay, so it's basically the game that you need to put as much efforts as you need and try to do as less mistakes as you can. And this is all about the motivation the team has to win the tournament like this.
Yeah, I think the team that is the most disciplined, sort of like LGD is right now, is going to be the team that will win, because they do 0 to no mistakes. They don't overextend in going into a gank. They don't do the wrong decisions and all that kind of stuff. We see in the European and American playstyle that a lot of the teams play very emotionally and really want to get something out of if they smoke gank and stuff like that. They want something out of it. Whereas if LGD or IG and these Chinese teams, they're more like, we do this, we take our time, we don't have to go out. A good example is IG against Dera. They sat in their base for 3-4 minutes, knowing that Dera was smoked. They didn't move at all from their base. They just waited
until it disappears.
Yeah, and Dera used 3 smokes, so IG just sat in the base, waited.
Okay, now let's go back to your tournament performance in Ukraine that you didn't attend, unfortunately. Any comments on that trip you didn't get?
It was basically a misunderstanding between EG as an organization and our team. We had a manager. Our usual manager was on a holiday. I actually don't know. He was gone for a month, so we had a temporary manager, and basically a lot of miscommunication happened, and ultimately we ended up not going because our plane tickets wasn't booked in time. So that was very upsetting, but we still got to boot camp. But having that LAN experience was very important to us because of Bulbasaur and Universe are fairly new in the LAN setting.
But you still didn't get any punishment from the organization the tournament organizers, and you still will be attending this third season, right?
If they don't punish us, I think we will. Yeah.
Making your way to Kiev this time if you proceed qualifying.
Yeah, EG will send us wherever we want to go and whatever tournament we want to play in. It was just a very bad, unfortunate string of bad events and bad luck that prevented us from going. So we will go if we qualify for the next one, definitely.
Okay, so I think this is it, and I want to wish you good luck in your next games, and to hope see you in Benaroya Hall on the weekend. See you. Bye.
See you.